Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Alright, we got a special spicy one here for you. This is, finally, the Matteo Mancuso video, and we can even fit in some Tommy Emmanuel into this one, too. Thank God, right? Thank God we get Tommy Emmanuel's name in this freaking title. Not that Matteo won't bring in the views, but I mean, Tommy is just friend of the channel. Tommy, you know him well. What do I know about Matteo? He's a sinner, like many of us are. Not me, though. I am the pure lamb, the bringer of classical guitar, as you know, but he's a sinner, and so are all of you. But there's a redeeming quality about him. He plays with his fingers, ooh, like a classical guitarist, which apparently he is a classical guitarist, or at least was raised as one. Has pretty good parents, if you ask me. That's how I'm gonna raise my kids. Under this roof, classical or I disown you. Those are the only two options. They're gonna be living on the street if they don't do exactly what I want. Okay, I'm starting this insane. I'm so sorry. Alright, so, Matteo, he's an excellent jazz musician, as we know. I've never deep dove into him, and I'm glad that Tommy Emmanuel can hold my hand to the beginning of this deep dive. We're gonna see how he plays with Tommy, and I'm just gonna react to it. You guys have asked for this one a lot. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it, shall we? He doesn't even need his left hand to play that freaking guitar. Watch that again. It doesn't even matter what notes you're playing when you play like him. The notes are so overshadowed by all the buzzing and tapping. It just doesn't even matter. That's why players like Marson can do like that. What notes are those? I don't know. I don't want to scratch my French polish. I feel bad about that. Ooh. Oh my god, did that actually scratch my French polish? Oh, I hate myself so much. I'm so sorry, Michael Thames. Oh, my poor baby. It's okay. I think to get a guitar re-French polish, it only costs like $2 grand or something, which will be nothing after this video comes out. Be sure to like and subscribe so I can get a new French polish. Let's examine that technique now. Alright, he's playing with like a rest stroke, looking like a bass guitar. Alright, there we go. He moves to a free stroke. Ba-da-da-da-dee-dee. There's nothing I can play that will ever justify me playing a guitar when Matteo Mancuso is playing. So that might be the last thing you hear from me. You're welcome, by the way. It's always the theme of comments that I get in these videos. You're just jealous. I'm jealous of what? Matteo's freaking sick right hand playing? Why would I be jealous of that? His ability to perfectly express whatever he wants and play over anything? I'm jealous of that? Screw you. You're jealous of me, the guy in his mom's basement making a reaction video about other guitar players who are better than him. You're just jealous of me. Alright, moving on. That was nice, because Tommy Emmanuel did a thing, da-da-da, and then he did that too. Listen to that. Did you hear that? That's using your freaking ears right there. He's listening to him. It's nice. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's insane. I just changed my nail shape recently. I'm sorry. Not that, like, if I hadn't, though, I could have totally done that. My only hope of playing notes in such quick succession is if I play on the first string and use P, A, M, I. Oof. I know that you guys are gonna make fun of me for like not being able to do that. Believe it or not, I don't work on just tremolo on one string with all 4 fingers because it just doesn't come up in my music. I'm sorry. It's just not something that's a priority to learn how to do really well right now. Okay, he's going for it now, alright. Woo! Alright, 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 alright. We know he's a jazz musician now, yeah. It sounded like Charlie Parker there for a second. Yeah, dude, he's has managed to do something that I've never met anybody who has managed to do this, which is they're able to play with their fingers as well and as quickly as somebody who just plays with a pick and maybe occasionally hybrid picks. And that's what I mean. Like, for Matteo, this is a fine thing to do. For everyone else on Earth, do I think that you should play this kind of music using your hand? And should you expect to be able to play like this with your fingers? Heck no, dude. The best thing about having fingers is that you can play large orchestrations. And you can very accurately pick out of the 6 strings that you have, like 3-part harmony, you know? But when it comes to just playing single lines, right hand fingers. That just isn't the strong suit. But he managed to make it the strong suit. I would be interested to hear him play something that's more of like an orchestration with his hands too. Because I guess maybe that would be interesting, like mixing those two things together. Because you just typically don't hear that in classical guitar / right hand users. You just don't hear them playing like super fast lead solos like they're a saxophonist or something. So he managed to do that. What he has done is basically impossible. I don't know if anyone else can do it. It's insane. Probably the amount of talent and time it took him to be able to do this, he could have learned like 10 other instruments fluently. If he doesn't know them already. I have no idea. I know nothing about him. I'm just saying, I respect the speed and the clarity of his right hand, and it took probably immeasurable amount of work. So that's it. Yeah, I mean, he's just moving around as if he's a saxophone player. It's easy. It's fast. Ooh, yeah, AMI. That's awkward. That's awkward to do. That's impressive. Woo! He's just shredding now. That's just actual alternate pick shredding. Look at that. Dude, Tommy, how do you look at that and like keep even playing? Holy crap, that was crazy. Oh my god. That's like some Yngwie stuff right there. That was fast. Fast alternate pick. And he played it with his fingers. He played it AMI. That was crazy. That was nice. I'm like looking over at my guitar. It's like, no, don't go for it. Freaking loser. Nice. Dude, I love when they hit the freaking dominant chord like that. It lets me know that it's over. Woo! See, and this is actually a good lesson to you, because he is shredding. He's shredding impossibly well for the style that he's playing. It's something that like a lot of soloists do, because a lot of people can play that fast using a pick, and it really goes to show you he didn't start actually doing that until around 1.5 minutes. So he was playing kind of normal for 1.5 minutes until he decided to throw that in. And just because he can do that, that doesn't mean that he started at the 5-second mark, coming out the gate with like... When it comes to the substance of the solo, just that, it would just be a not very tasteful solo, and it'd just be like, what are you doing, Matteo? But if he left that out, that would not damage the solo in any way. I would still think this guy knows what's up. He is just a super high-level soloist playing amazingly. So, you know, we hear this stuff, and that's the most impressive thing, but honestly, the least important thing. Just something to think about, shredders out there. The quality of the solo is not dictated by the shredding. That's all I'm saying. See, that's what I mean. It's a little silly after a while. What are these sounds that I'm hearing now? Oh my god. Dude, he's sweep picking with like that crazy technique. It looks like his fingers are running. Like oh my god, that's crazy. And I guess something to notice too, he does have to play with a sock on his guitar, which some people hate that. Like, it totally makes sense why he'd have to do that. I feel like the palm muting must be somewhat limited with playing like this. I would imagine. Like, because when you're playing with a pick, you can just, like, slap your hand on the guitar like it's a freaking steak on the countertop. But with this, it's a little more delicate. That's what makes it so hard. It's so delicate and precise with those finger movements. Whoa, they're playing for people too. I didn't even know. They were pretty quiet back there. Alright, here we go, Tommy. Time to show them up now. Alright, alright. Oh man, all of a sudden the acoustic guitar sounds a little weak compared to the Marshall amp or whatever that we're hearing. Dude, Tommy is such a showman, too. He's trying to, like, dance at him. Matteo, you can learn from him. Learn to do the shoulder thing, man. So that's what I mean. I feel like any proficient person who plays steel string with a pick can shred like that. I don't know any classical guitarist that can play nearly that fast. And Matteo played way faster than Tommy there, I feel. But what Tommy did was still fast, is my point. Yeah, I don't know how you even get that, to play that fast. I mean, that's just crazy. Communication between them and all that. In all seriousness, very nice communication. They're really building off of each other in a way that really shows their fluency. Oh. There we go. Dude, don't scare him. You're gonna scare Matteo, man. So, you know, that was a nice little reaction to Matteo. I feel like I kind of understood what I was getting into. We just have a jazz master, a jam jazz master. Clearly, his command over, like, just anything musical is insane. He could probably play classical music pretty easily. I'm pretty sure that's where he came from, so I'm sure that he has experience with that. Just all around pretty crazy. And the thing that I was most impressed with was just his ability to kind of flow through the jam. I don't know if it was the fast shreddy stuff as much. When I was 14, that would have like absolutely blown my mind. When I hear stuff like that now, it's kind of like, you know, it's cool that it's possible, and it is like a kind of shocking moment, but there are a lot of really great musical moments nested in there. But you know, that's just me. That's just an opinion. I have an opinion, guys, I know. And you can post your opinion in the comments section. Well, that was a pretty fun one. Let's go ahead and wrap it up here. Hey, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Want some guitar lessons? I'm not going to teach you any of this crap. Or maybe kind of. Not jazz, but I'm a classical guitar teacher. As marked by my 1 degree over there. I'm going for a master's pretty soon. I'm signing up for classes pretty soon, actually, too. Pretty exciting stuff. So if you want to join me through that and be one of my students, where you'll learn classical guitar, feel free to send me an email. I'm fully booked right now, but you can go ahead and introduce yourself, and if it's a good fit, then I'll reach out to you when a slot opens up. Of course, head on down over to Rutin's Delight for some merch. There's a Patreon down there. There's other stuff in the description that you can check out. I'll see you in the next one.